Thank you for your purchase of a Bimini top from Westland Industries. We start by unpacking all the hardware out of the boxes along with the frame and the skin. Along with that, you'll need some necessary tools to assemble it. You're going to need a tape measure, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a drill with a 9/64 drill bit. We take all the hardware out of the pack, lay it out so you know where it is. You have your instructions, and we will start by assembling the bows. Lay the bows out, the longest one, the second length, and the shortest one. Lay them out with the holes facing up, port and starboard side. Put your center bows together so you have it all laid out. Now we are going to assemble the bows, the framework. You just take the bow, bent bow, the centerpiece, slide it together, line up the two holes, and you'll take a number 8 or 5/8 screw and screw it in and fasten the bows together. There's 2 screws at each cut. And continue doing that on the other cuts, assembling the bows together. Your canvas is unfolded. The label is the rear of the top. We'll take the main bow with the jaw slides facing up and slide it in the rear sleeve all the way through to the other side, and it'll come right out. Flip it backwards so your jaw slides are facing up. You have your main bow slid in the rear of the top with the jaw slides facing up. We're going to get the next longest bow. Make sure there's a hole in each side. Make sure your holes are facing up. Do the same process as you did on the back on the front. Slide it through. And lay it backwards. So both bows are facing the opposite way at this point. Now that we have the second bow in, we're going to take the shortest bow next and slide it in through the center pocket. Slid in the center pocket. Now we are going to assemble the hold down straps on the bows. You're going to take your straps, the hold down straps. Take them up, have your buckle to the outside. Take the loop, slide over the bow to the hole that is pre-drilled in the bow. Take your number 8 by 5/8 screw with finish washer through the hole in the strap to the hole in the bow and attach it. Screw it down to the bow. Do that on all 4 sides. Now that you have all 4 straps installed on the bow, we're going to take the shortest bow, which is the center of the Bimini, and attach it to your jaw slide. Remove the screw, put the iron in the jaw slide, and tighten it down. Then you take your next longest bow, which is your forward bow, flip that backwards, and attach it to the remaining jaw slide, the bottom of the main bow. Okay. Now that you have your bows attached to your jaw slides, the screws are in tight on both sides. Take your Bimini top, stand it up, open it up. You have your Bimini top ready to be installed on your boat. When you ordered your Bimini top, you determined your coverage area. At that point, the center of your coverage for the Bimini will be your mount location. You need to measure on the side of the boat and find a common area for port and starboard side of the boat. In this case, we're measuring from the rear of the windshield forward. We'll put a pencil mark. That will be the center of your deck mount. Now that you have located and verified your mounting location, check underneath for cables, wires, etc. Then take the recommended drill bit, drill your hole through the fiberglass. Do that with the second hole also. And we recommend that you take your Phillips head and countersink it. Push and turn back and forth to break the sharp edge. That will stop your gel coat from spider cracking or cracking before you put the screws in. Wipe it off, grab the recommended screws, put the mount in place, and attach the mount to the fiberglass. Now that you have your mount secured to the boat, your bimini top is laying on the boat, your main bow it will be to the rear of the boat along with your identification tag. It always helps to have an extra hand while assembling the bimini onto the boat. Take the bimini, line the eye end up with the mount, insert the screw, and tighten securely. At that point, you lift your top up, you open it up, you will determine where you're going to put your strap eyes, which was included in the hardware pack along with the screws. You want to get anywhere from a 30 to a 60-degree angle on the front and rear straps. Now that we have located our strap locations, we'll mark where we need to drill the holes for the strap eyes. You will repeat the same drilling and countersinking that we did on the main bow mount. Take your Phillips head again and break down that edge so you don't have no cracks when you go to put the screws in. Take your screw, start one, start the other, and fasten, secure them down. Do that on all four corners of your bimini top. At that point, we will put the bimini up and secure it. Now that you've located your strap eye locations on front and back, port and starboard, you lift your bimini up, make sure your strap is not twisted, and snap it to your rear strap eye on the boat. Open your bimini top, come to the front, again make sure your strap is not twisted, snap it. You can always take the plastic buckle and adjust it just a little bit to make it somewhat secure. At that point, we want this bimini top tight. You want to make it level also, so you'll pull it down. It takes a lot of pressure to pull it down, and you adjust your straps by pulling up, making that strap tight. Now we see it's to the back again. We'll tighten the front one. At that point, we're going to verify that our top is centered on the bows. You just measure or guide from these straps up to the edge of the top, front and back on port and starboard. This one's a little looser. We will straighten it up just a little bit. Now it is centered onto the boat. Your top is very secure. A little bow in this framework is perfect. It means you've got a proper tension on it.
Don't vibrate, Mike. Just careful what pocket you put it in.
Go right ahead.
Now that you have all four straps installed on the bow, we're going to take the shortest bow, which is the center of the bimini, and attach it to your jaw slide. Remove the screw, put the iron in the jaw slide, and tighten it down. Then you take your next longest bow, which is your forward bow, flip that backwards, and attach it to the remaining jaw slide, the bottom of the main bow. I faked it.
Alrighty.
Now that you've completed installing the screws for all the other bows on both sides of the bimini top, you take the bows, bend it up, open up your bimini top. You stretch it out, it looks great. Your bimini is ready to be installed on your boat.
Nice. Alrighty.
Now that you've completed installing the screws for all the other bows on both sides of the bimini top, you take the bows, bend it up, open up your bimini top. You stretch it out, it looks great. Your bimini is ready to be installed on your boat.
Nice.